Welcome back to Slanted Scrolls. If you're wondering why I haven't been posting as much, it's because I just started a new job. But in this video, I wanted to talk about how I document my trips in my traveler's journal. Last year, when I first started traveling, I used to bring my bullet journal, and this is what it and I would just bring my bullet journal and like write about the trip, usually in the evenings, before sleeping. So these are some of my entries when we went to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and then probably this would be about my trip to Coron, Palawan with my family. And this one was when I went to Sydney, Australia. But the problem with that was usually since I used the hardcover Leuchtturm 1917, it's a bit heavy and like I hesitate to put a lot of photos since I use this every day and I don't want it to really chunk up a bit. And I wanted to like have a place where I can see all my travels instead of like here where it gets lost in my daily life, even if like I have it in my journal. And so because of that, I decided to use my traveler's notebook. This February, before I started my new job, we went on a trip to Taipei, Taiwan, and yeah, so I'll show you how I documented that trip in my traveler's notebook. But before that, I'll show you what I usually bring during my trip. So I don't have like a complicated setup actually. I usually use this called Habi pen case, so it's a 3-slot pen case, and I just bring this pilot coletto with a lot of color refills, and then I bring my sailor hokoro just in case, because one of my intentions there was buying some ink. So I usually just bring this, and it's really handy because you can store it like this, but when you need it, like, yeah. So you can store it safely because the nib is protected. And then I just have a gel pen. Here, this is the Artline J-Pop gel pen, and I bought this recently and I've been liking it. And I can't find it at the moment, but I know I bring my other coletto. It's a 3-barrel coletto, and I have black refills. So I have a 0.5, a 0.4, and a 0.3 millimeter black refill. And I have that because I want to be able to write headers with the 0.5 refill, and then just write the normal entries with a thinner, like the 0.3. So I can't find it at the moment, but yeah, that's what's in my pen case. And then for the inserts, so this is a charm that I got from Vietnam, and I've been liking it. So yeah, this is my traveler's notebook. It's in camel, and this is a standard size. And I have this brass traveler's company clip, and yeah, it has aged already. And then inside I have this plastic zip case, and I use this side to like store ephemera, and then this side it has a pocket here and a pocket here, and I use it to store my tickets, so the Taipei tickets are still here. And then I usually just bring, so I've been using this one insert, and I just added some travel related stickers to it. These were given to me by a friend, so I just stuck them in there. I have, so it's a dot grid. It's a dot grid insert. So I've been using this, and I also have this sticker release paper. So it has like a surface where you can add or place stickers and then reuse them somewhere. So I also have this in case like I have like labels that I would add in or I collect from my trip. So and so I'll show you some of my, like, so this is the cover page, and then this was when we went to Seoul, South Korea. So yeah, that's some of my travel. So this is like the outcome of that. And this was when we went to Vietnam, Hanoi, Vietnam, and Sapa. So instead of making a cover page, I just added this postcard in the front of, yeah. So as you may notice, I have like a lot of things in here, but to set it up, so I just scribble Taipei, and then in the next page I like to have like a hybrid bullet journal, junk journal in my travels. So I would set up like the dates. So we went to Taipei from February 6 to 9, so I have in the dates here. On the left side, I just have my habit tracker. So the habits here are actually from my what I'm currently tracking, or what I have been tracking in my like health. This is my health journal, and these were the habits that I've been tracking in February, plus a tracker for my medication. And then here, like, I just left space to note what are like highlights of the trip. And then I would, after this, usually in the evenings or when I have a break during the trip, I would bullet journal. So as you can see, the layout here in the text, if you exclude the photos, this is how I would normally bullet journal. So I have here Friday the 6th, and then I just have like my entries. So where we went, what we purchased, where we ate, something like that. I would just document it all, and then I would leave a lot of space so this was blank. I left this blank for pictures and ephemera after. So during the travels, if you notice, I didn't bring like scissors or tape or glue, because I usually just collect all of this. These are food packaging wrappers and receipts and labels, and I would just put them here or in the sticker release paper, so I don't have to worry too much about like the colorful or the ephemera. But I would leave a lot of space. So this one was blank, and this whole spread was blank as well. And then I would start the 7th day, February 7th on this page, and then leave this blank, and then add more entries here, so I would just like indicate that it's continued. And yeah, so that's how I use my travel journal. And yeah, so as you can see, this one was left blank as well, and then I continued February 8th here, and then I left this one was February 9th, and then yeah, these are the other spreads. And once I get back, that's when I add in all the receipts, and that's where I print photos. But also during our trip to Taipei, I got this. We went to S-Lite, to an S-Lite bookstore, and I got this. This one, it's an accordion insert for the traveler's notebook, so it's a standard size. And yeah, but when you can open it up, and yeah, it's an accordion. So yeah, this one is the back. But as you can see, I've added some, because there's a lot of like, you can get stamps usually in the Taipei station, and we got this in the Maokong gondola. But because with stamps, sometimes they would like bleed through, and I figured it would be more fun to document the stamps in this kind of insert. So after our gondola, we went to after we were after the Maokong gondola, we went to an S-Lite store and got this. And after that, you can see we had like the Taipei metro station stamp. So these stamps, you can find them usually in the information or in the information center, and they're just there in the side. There's a little space for them, so you can usually spot the stamps. So we did this starting our 2nd day there in Taiwan, and we weren't able to like get a lot of stamps, mostly because our first day in Jufen, we went there late, and it was raining so hard that I don't think we would be able to find the stamps there. But yeah, and then what I do when I'm on a trip, I just collect a lot of ephemera. So I store all the, I think I even have like this one is a milk tea label, so I just peeled this away from my milk tea and just added it here. And then I also collect a lot of like, so this one's some maps and brochures. So I got a lot of these with the intention of adding them in my journal after or when I get home. But yeah, this one is also a unique loan. As you can see, the text is probably Chinese characters. But yeah, I get a lot of these, and these with the intention of adding them to my journal after. But sometimes they're too pretty to I find like I regret tearing them and cutting them. So as you can see, I still had a lot, but yeah. So when I get home, my routine when I get home, I don't usually work on my travel journal immediately. I just give some space to like breathe and reorient myself, and because I know the photos will still be there. And also for this trip, I documented, or I took a lot of photos with this Cybershot. So this one is our old family camera, and I actually have a short where I shared some of the photos, but I my dad found this somewhere, so I think it was lost for a bit in our house. And then my dad found this, and I asked it to be sent to me, and actually the screen was broken when I received it, and it didn't have a battery and charger, and the this mode switch. So you actually have to use a mode switch to switch from camera to video to the gallery. And this wasn't working, so if you move it to the camera, it would only open the video, so you couldn't take photos. And then the SD card, so it's not a, or like it's an old SD card, so it's actually one of this. It's a Memory Stick Pro Duo, so I also didn't have like a card reader for that, so it took a while for me to have this repaired, but I slowly bought parts. So I bought the battery and charger, and then I also bought an LCD from Shopee, and then I went to what do you call this, Quiapo. So we went to, wait, let me check the place. So we went to Hidalgo Street in Quiapo, and the shops there are only open until Saturday, so from Monday to Saturday, and I couldn't go like impromptu, because usually the only spare time I'd have to go to Quiapo would be on Sundays, but they're closed, so we actually have to like carve out the time to go there. And we had this repaired, and then when they replaced the LCD, it turns out the aperture was also broken, so they fixed that as well. And yeah, I used this to document our trip to Taiwan, and I actually just thought it would be like just a novelty thing, but I found myself just putting this in my pocket, and like taking it out and snap a photo and then turn it off and put it in my pocket. So it was like really convenient to take photos in here. Yeah. So I'm not sure, but I think I took like 3,000 photos using this this digital camera, and I really enjoyed it, and will probably use this in my next trips. But yeah, as you can see, wait, where was Taiwan? Yeah, this is the start of our Taiwan trip, and I'm no photographer actually, but I just point and shot at the photos. So like, yeah, this one is like their gashapon. So there's a lot of this outside stores actually. But yeah, this one was really handy and I really enjoyed taking photos with this. So uh, when I got back, so I didn't work on my journal immediately, but like I think after a few days or maybe weeks, I started because I collected a lot of receipts and like these food wrappers. But I stuck or like I pasted in the receipts in this wrapper. So this one was from a breakfast place, and like this one was from our what do you call this? Those cards that we use for transportation. So I saved that as well, and then this one I just taped in all the receipts that I could find. Yeah, and also I cut up this map and just pasted this here. So this one was the cable car. And yeah, I added then all the receipts. And then this one was from a restaurant at the airport. So I just junk journal the packaging plus the receipt. And after that, I think the most difficult part was choosing which photos to print. So most of these photos are a mix of like camera photos and digicam photos. But I think it was also hard to choose which ones to print because I took a whole lot of photos. But yeah, so for this one was like a shaved ice. Yeah, what was this? Yeah, shaved ice, and then this was our metro cards. This one was the like the second meal we had because the first meal was from Family Mart. And yeah, this was when we went to Juven in the evening, but it was raining so hard, so we had this like noodle bowl and xiaolongbao. And then after, even though it was raining, we got this mochi and like an ice cream, a waffle, I think. And then these were the lanterns there. And this was, and then on the next day when we went to the Mokong gondola, and yeah, these were the stamps from the gondola stations. And yeah, just photos from the streets of Taipei. And this was our breakfast. We went to Yonghe soy milk, and I really enjoyed the soy milk and then that fried dough. And honestly, I'm still craving for that, but there's nowhere nearby that I can buy that Taiwanese breakfast, so I have to schedule a trip to Binondo for that. And yeah, some more receipts, and I think the ticket, this was the ticket to the gondola, and there were like some cherry blossoms there, and also the map. And then this was from a photo booth, and we chose the cat with dumplings. And then yeah, this was from lunch. And the next one, I think this one was my receipt from Juice Spirit. So I bought inks there. And this was some like this was from an big barbecue. And yeah, more xiaolongbao. Yeah, and then after, so this is like a junk journal. Then I actually have some cutouts that I haven't pasted yet. And then this was the cutout. I cut out the map. So I think this was like the area in Taipei where we spent a lot of time, I think. And I think this is like I printed this and I will be putting this in the cover here, probably here, because I like this what I did for Vietnam. So just a postcard, so I'll probably add this here, but I can like flip it. Yeah, I'll still. So as you can see, it's been a month, but I haven't really completed my spreads yet. But yeah, there's no rush for that, I think, as long as I can keep my ephemera. And then for the accordion folder, I don't think it's complete yet, but I just pasted in the MRT like the routes, and we really enjoyed riding or commuting in Taiwan, even the buses. Yeah, I just added this here, and these are the stamps, and I just pasted in some stickers from the brochures that I got. And I think this was our food. And then this one, we went to Juice Spirit. I just put the address there, but I think we spent 2 or 3 hours there just talking with the owner about inks and nibs. And so these are some of their, I think this one is a shop exclusive ink, and these are some of their specialty grinds. So they had like samples of those specialty grinds. And then these are the MRT. I think we also went to Rauhen Night Market, and this is the legend for this map, I think. And then I just really like this cover. And the map here, I just pasted it. So this is a big map, and then here, yeah, more maps. And I am still thinking of, because this feels really incomplete, I'm thinking of like how I'll probably add photos and then paste them in the specific parts of the map, something like that. But yeah, that's my that's the accordion folder. And I haven't shown this earlier, but my inserts have a connecting band actually, so it's connected by a connecting band right here. And when I put this in, I will just insert it here. Fold it out. So that's the setup. Actually, you can see it's a bit chunk already. But when I use my inserts, I usually just take them out of the cover. But also for the inks, these are some of the inks that I got from Juice Spirit. So the inks are like stored somewhere, so but I'll just show you some of my or what I purchased in Taiwan. So actually I bought a lot of inks. Wait, I swatched that already. Yeah, so this is my swatch book, and these are my swatches. So if you're wondering why I usually use my pens for writing, right? So I wanted my swatches to show more of writing instead of like those big blobs of swatches, because some, even if it's a big blob, it's not usually like, that's not how it would usually write. So I prefer like the swatch to show most of the writing, and this one is done with the Sailor Hokoro that I showed earlier. But what I bought these two inks. These two are from Juspirit. So I got the Cat at Midnight and Cat at Dusk, mostly because they're cats. These two are not really my colors, but I just got it because of the cats. And then from Lennon Toolbar, so I got these colors, so all 6 of them. So because these 4 are actually just these are my shades, right? The lumot, mossy colors, dark greens, brown, something like that. And then sesame oil, because this was supposed to be, I think this would be phased out, so I just got one. And then this one is a like blue gray, and also from Juice Spirit I got 8 inks. And then I also from S-Light I got where was that? Yeah, from S-Light I got this Ginza Gold Sepia. Yeah, so I think I got 9 inks in total, and I also got this Colorverse swatch card, but but this one, it's a bit larger, so it won't fit in this, so I haven't been using that. Maybe I'll use this to like swatch those big beautiful swatches. But yeah. So these are my I think these are all my inks actually. And oh no, I am still missing Pelikan Edelstein ink here. But yeah, by the time that I thought I was done, by the time that I realized that I'm still missing one ink, my hand hurt too much, because the Hokoro is so convenient for swatching. It's easy to rinse out, and I have one. I added a feed to this one is a medium, and then I added a feed to mine, so it holds more ink than just the nib. But my problem with this was it's a bit too thin, because I like my grips chunkier, so my hand cramps actually. And I want to add a pencil grip to this, but in my local school supply store I couldn't find any. But yeah, that's I know that's not a haul video, that's just a mini haul. But also when we went to Jufen, it was raining heavily, right? My bag actually got soaked, so my traveler's notebook was wet. This one, it got wet, so in this part, and I think this part. And well, yeah, I panicked a bit, but I searched online, and the advice there was to just dab it with paper towels until all the moisture is out, and let it air dry. And actually, so that was in the evening of the first day that we were there, and then I dabbed it with paper towels and let it dry overnight, and the color actually went back to normal. But just to be sure, I had to buy some leather conditioner, but actually I didn't think it was necessary after, because it went to its normal color. But yeah, I got some leather balsam something, and when I got home and just conditioned the leather, and yeah, for a few days it smelled like honey. If you also have any tips or tricks for when you're traveling, and how you document your trips in your journal, uh, let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one, or in the next video. Bye bye.